Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Just got a project 90% done. So figured I'd show you what we got. And this is what we got. I told you I was gonna build a bale buggy, and I've got it. I've got everything kind of roughly mocked up, but I'm gonna take all this back off and paint this and let it dry. But let me get these gloves and stuff out of the way. I think it turned out pretty good. Let's turn the remote on here. Awesome. But like I said, I just got it roughed in, but look at that, huh? That's nice. Then we'll be able to put out hay with the Predator powered farmall. I can do it real cheap now. But I needed this because later I'm going to go ahead and put a receiver hitch up here too to put on a regular ball. And you know, then I can go out. If it's really bad, I can do it with the heater on. So that's cool instead of doing it off an old tractor. But what this was an old hay rake. And you can see part of it here. I just cut this off. There was a bar here, and it's what the V-rake's pivoted on. There's one on each side, and I repurposed them right here. Put some gussets in. I used part of the arm here and put some gussets in, strengthened it up. And oh yeah, I got an audience. Go on guys, you don't need in here. Everybody's out and about. Alright, yeah I know, go through my scrap pile there. Always digging something out there. If you don't, they'll tear up everything. And it's a disaster in here now, so every time you do a project, so. But anyways, I had to get this done. We got, hopefully I can do this without the camera being too bad, but had a pretty good storm. It's all about melted now, but if the camera picked up, there's snow and stuff everywhere, mush. They're talking about another one coming in. So those bales are heavy, and that WD Alice will hardly pick them up, and I wanted to get this bale buggy done. But anyway, I thought I'd show everybody we've got this roughed in. Sorry I didn't film it as I was going along, but I was on a time crunch. I wanted to get this done ASAP. But I took some metal in the frame, some big old C-channel, yeah, right here. Like I said, I've got stuff scattered everywhere. Big old 2x12 piece of C-channel there, pretty thick. And I cut it and put it in there, and then I put a piece of 1/4-inch plate up here just for the battery to mount on. So, and like I said, that's just sitting on there for a test. But get my remote back on, but it does work. Either way you want to go with it. So quite happy with that. Then we can put it out with this tractor or whatever we want to do. So I'm gonna get this off, and I'm gonna paint it, and you'll see it here in a day or two. It'll be in just a second by the magic of YouTube. But I wanted to, you know, show you we got one done. I've been working on it and got it all knocked out. So. And luckily I had this. The rake was bent. One side was on the V-wheels, and then one of the rakes, the bearings was stripped out, no good on the spindles. So I just repurposed it. So I was going to make a video on that, and there was another deal up there, a hydraulic tiller we went and picked up out of my goodie pile at the other place, and took it to a buddy's house. And as soon as we got there, a friend of ours showed up, and he needed parts for his hay rake. I said, so well, we'll just grab the crescent wrenches and undo it. So we just grabbed the wrenches and took the wheels off, and that was pretty well half the video was stripping, so time we got done. So I didn't bother making it, but anyways, it's done. So stay tuned, and after I get off here, we'll take her for a test run, and I'll show you what works and all that good stuff on that. So by the magic of YouTube, it'll be in just a second. So see you when we get to that point. Hey everybody, welcome back. A couple days later, and got the bale buggy done. Show you what we got. Pretty proud. I think it turned out nice. And the best part about this, the only thing I had to buy was the little plastic battery box. I had everything else laying in the shop and junk pile, so it all worked out great. So I've got it hooked up. I got it hooked up to the Predator powered farmall, and we're going to back up and try it. The only thing I'm worried about, I didn't think about it, but this actually moves on this drawbar. So if I get weight on the trailer, it might pick up the drawbar, which will drop the bag. But I think even if it does, it'll be all right. As later I am going to put a regular hitch on that to put behind the vehicle. So let's turn this on. There we go. But I think this is gonna work out really nice. See if I can get you on an angle here. There we go. Alright. Works really nice. So, and the best part, we have wireless remote. And I also put a magnet on this. It's kind of handy. You can put this, you know, just kind of hanging on the tractor wherever you want. But anyways, I am super stoked on this. Like I said, that's just a little old, oh, what is that, 2,500 pound Harbor Freight winch. That was like 70 bucks when I bought it. I was gonna put that on the side by side, and I never did, and ended up worked out, I guess, so we can use it on this. But what this will allow me to do, some of these bales, when they get wet, I can't pick them up with my WD. The front end comes up off the ground, so I'll be able to use this to do it with, and I can even put out hay with this Predator farmall, which will save me a lot of money in gas. But what it does, instead of putting all the weight right on the back of your tractor axle, you move it to this axle, which is, you know, farther back, and then all your weight's back here, and it don't affect you none. So anyways, I'll get the camera set up, and we'll back up and take this on its maiden voyage. So I'll get that set up and get this camera on a tripod, and I'll back up, and hopefully this thing works. So first time, so I'll set you up and we'll get started. All right, awesome, it works. Like I was afraid of, it did pick this up, and that has drastically moved it, but I'm also still way off on the bottom, so that bale is wrapped tight. You notice I had to pull up and faster each time. I mean, look at that, it still ain't slid down. That bale is wrapped really good, so very tight. But see what I was talking about? How much that's moving? Look at that drawbar. Ugh. I mean, that's moving a lot. I'll bring him down and weld him up. But what that does, watch that axle. Get it going. See how much that moves that bale down when that tongue comes up? So, not a big deal. Every time you build stuff like this anyway, you know, there's always something that surprises you or gets you. But it's a minor fix, so that ain't nothing. But it works. This is awesome. I can put out hay with this, and this is a lot cheaper to put hay out with. So this little 13 horse Predator on this F20, I mean, I can do it now because all the weight's back on this axle. This is awesome, and this is what I was talking about. Subscribers been with me a while. Farming for pennies on the dollar. Use this when you can. You can't do all your jobs with it, but there's a lot of stupid little stuff like this you can. And the WD's a good tractor, but it does like gas. You know, if I can save it, why not? But this is going to work out great. And if it's really bad, you know, in the wintertime, which we just had a storm. I mean, you can still see some of snow if the camera will pick it up. But it's melting. But it'd be nice, you know, with the put a regular hitch on that, put it in your truck, turn your heater on, and go on. I don't have a heated, you know, cab tractor and all that. That costs money. We don't have a lot of that around here, so here's what you got. But this is awesome. So like I said, I am thrilled and pretty proud of how this turned out. I mean, I really took my time on it, and it was already black, so I just painted it black. But it was no hay rake. I think I mentioned that. But you know, all this was stuff that was laying around. A big piece of C-channel and a piece of 1/4-inch plate for the battery box. And I used C-channel on this because I had it, but it was also a lot stouter because I welded down both sides, and for the winch, for the stress, you know. But I mean, this works. This is awesome. So I can put out hay with this. I am thrilled to death. So this turned out great, and I ain't got but, I mean, I bought the winch, you know, about 2 years ago. But as far as this project, I only spent 15 bucks. I had to buy that battery box. I'm happy. Happy, happy, happy. So I guess that's about it, all of it for this video. But I'm excited. So we'll be putting hay out with this. And it worked nice, and a lot of people build these with a boat winch too, but you know, I don't care. I mean, I could have, but that just saves me from getting off and on the tractor when you're feeding, and I'm getting at that point where if I can make something easier on me, I'm gonna do it. So, you know, I just put it on an electric winch. It's easy peasy. So, I guess that's it for this video. So I hope you like this, and, you know, if you ain't got a tractor, even if you're just starting, you can build one of these and put hay out with your truck. You don't even have to go buy a tractor, period, you know. So this is very useful. I used to think these things were, I'd see them going down the road and I'd think, well, what's the purpose of that? Just put you a spike in your feed truck. Not everybody got a feed truck, you know. So I get it now. But it also moves the weight way back on the axle, and you can use a lot smaller tractor. People put out these bales with ATVs and stuff. That's how I got kind of interested in them, because I was like, you know, I can move all the weight back and then use this Predator tractor, or even that Alice C, that little bitty one with that Predator in it, and put out hay with this. You know, there's all kinds of options. So something else for you to think about if you need, you know, something like this just starting out, because you can't hardly buy square bales. You about got to buy round bales everywhere you go. You know, you can move them with your pickup or SUV or whatever you got with one of these, and still feed your livestock till you got a tractor. So anyways, enough rambling. Hope you liked it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. It does help the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Free, don't cost nothing. Hit the bell when you do, and you'll get notified of all the upcoming builds and projects like this and everything else we got going on, farm stuff related and all that good stuff. So I hope you liked this video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this, you know. So I guess that's it for this video. So as always, like and subscribe. Catch you on the next video. Bye.